A really simple lunch today because we have church, we had school, we had 2 sets of piano lessons. Carrie dropped Colin off because that's bad lighting. There we go. Carrie dropped Colin off because she has to go help set up for a funeral, and then Violet's doing school with Colin. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna make a quick, easy, late lunch. Well, actually, it's 12:40. A lunch, and then I'll probably just make bean burritos for dinner tonight before church. So let's get started. Violet does school with Colin, not a lot, but quite often. Carrie will have her come over and do school with him. And so that's what they're doing here, is just doing school. And then Violet decided to prepare some brownies for lunch. And sometimes it's a hassle letting her get in the kitchen. It's not too messy, but you know, it's just work, you know, teaching them how to cook. But I know one day it's going to come in handy, and it already has. So she's learning little tricks. So here you see her popping the air bubbles on the countertop. So she's learning. All right, I have my beans on like around 3. These are just canned beans that I put milk, cheese, garlic salt, onion salt, and cumin. So
perfect timing.
Violet's checking her brownies.
Mom, wait, hold on.
And over here's the pot holders, babe.
I got it.
Okay, be careful getting them out of the oven. Yeah, my oven's dirty. Careful. Set it right here on the stove.
I know.
Good job. She did this all by herself.
Okay, and I'll put cancel.
All right, so I have my beans going. I'm making tostadas, so really simple lunch today. This is a little fun fact about me. When I was little, my mom would let us pick out a meal for our birthday, and I would either pick tostadas or nachos. And to this day, either one of those meals are my favorite. But today I kept it very simple. I just did lettuce, cheese, and salsa. And the salsa I get, or I had got from a friend of mine who makes it, and I bought 2 jars, and I think I ate the whole jar in one sitting by myself one night. And so this is the only jar we had left. But anyways, it's super good. And I had bought tostadas, but the lady who packed them from the store didn't pack them properly. So a lot of them were broken, which it's okay. But I had to go through and find the ones that weren't broken. All right, I'm gonna take the tostado shells and put them, let me grab them, in the oven really quick because it's still hot from Violet baking. And just heat them up. So that way they're just not like super, I don't know, cold. I got my beans ready, my lettuce is cut. These are simple. All I'm putting on these is lettuce, sour cream, salsa, and cheese. Nothing fancy. And they can have brownies for lunch. And then I'm thinking about changing my clothes and starting in on my dresser for our bedroom because it's not going to sound like a lot to you guys. But by the way, have you noticed Titus changed the lights? So it's super bright in here now. There was 2 lights out, so now you can actually see me. But anyways, I got the brick wall done and grouted, and if you could see my hands, I don't know if you can tell, they are so dry. I'm working with grout, like literally just makes your hands like a dinosaur. Okay, so I got the brick wall done, the 2 nightstands, and my little secretarial desk that I got super cheap. So now I just have the bed frame and the dresser, but I'm gonna do the dresser first because our room is literally chaotic with clothes. So get all that organized, and then I'm gonna do the shiplap, and I might end up shiplapping 2 walls. I'm not sure. So I've got a lot done. I didn't video any of it besides the brick because it was just painting and distressing and waxing. So, but I'll show you the finished work. But maybe I'll show you today. All right, let's get started. Let me check my tostadas. Oh, they're nice and hot. Let's get these out. Whew, they're almost too hot.
Yep. Yep, that's
And then we have church tonight.
16.
Colin loved these tostadas. He had like 2 full tostadas and then he had 2 brownies and then they headed outside to play. But I normally try to keep meals simple on Tuesday, but today I feel like I cooked more than I usually do on a Tuesday because Tuesdays are so busy. And there's that salsa I was telling you guys about. Really, really good. Violet and Colin and Titus had it on their tostadas.
Right there.
All right, we got Violet's tostada made, and then I'm gonna make Colin's, and then we are gonna call this the lunch.
sauce
So
on it.
just super. You want sauce on yours, Colin?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I
Colin.
want that kind that lady made.
I know.
And then,
Colin wants the sauce on it. So, anyways, this is lunch, and then I'm gonna show you the rest of the furniture that I did. I always think in the back of my head that Violet's going to work with children or elderly people. She just, I don't know, I could see her doing one or the other. And here I am, I made Colin a second tostado. He's a huge eater. I'm not used to having kids in the house that eat big, but the boys are big eaters. My girls eat like birds. And then I made Titus a tostado. I think I made him 3. And he's studying for tonight's sermon. He's preaching tonight. It's Tuesday, so he's studying for his sermon. Okay, you guys, I painted this with the blackboard chalk paint from Magnolia, and I still have to clean the glass doors because there's some wax on the outer edges, but right now it's showing up as a black, but in person, I think I'm second guessing myself that it's blue. I don't know, what do you guys think? This will go in my bedroom against the brick wall. And then this is the nightstands, and I have 2 of them. And I painted them just white chalk paint from Lowe's, and I love this white. It's a really pretty soft white, and I distressed it very lightly, very just uneven looking. And I'm gonna put books or like plants in there or baskets with stuff. And I don't know what I'm gonna put in there, but I know I'm gonna put something where it pulls your eye to the little. So I have 2 of those, and I'll show you my brick wall. All right, you guys, the room is messy. I have an ugly blanket up still because I haven't hung the curtains, but the brick wall is done. I did it very heavily, kind of patchy looking. That's the look I was going for. And I have to organize still, but that's the brick wall, and I think it's gonna look super cute, you guys. I plan on running shiplap on this wall right there. But for sure, I'm doing this wall shiplap. So anyways, that's what we've got done so far. Follow Violet. I'm gonna take out the drawers and just work on 1 drawer or 3 drawers at a time. And I'm just using I do 1 coat of this primer. I'm taking the knobs off and I have them set in here. They're really pretty gold, so they're gonna match my light, the chandelier that I'm hanging in the room. So I'm just adding a coat of primer, and then I'll take them inside, chalk paint it, distress it, wax it, set them to the side, and then just work on it as I go. Here's the dresser. It's very pretty. I was originally going to pop those appliques off, but they look very Anthropologie to me, and I think it's going to pull in the Primrose mirror from Anthropologie when I set it on top. So our garage is a mess, but once I get the furniture done, then I'm going to clean it out and go to the dump. So that's the dresser. It's pretty long. Goes all the way to the end, so it's a pretty long dresser, and this will be Titus's drawer. I won't have any clothes in here, so he has more clothes than me, fun fact. I find with white paint, it just takes a little bit more to cover, so that's why I always just do a light coat of primer, and then the paint just sticks better, and then I add the chalk paint, and I think to me, it's just, you don't have to use as many coats. What are you guys playing?
Duck hunting.
Duck hunting? Throwing your decoys in the river?
No, we're snow duck hunting.
Oh, snow duck hunting.
And we can't get lost.
Oh, goodness, you're in the snow and you can't get lost, so you're tying you guys together?
Mm-hmm.
What a smart little kid.
Come on, Colin.
After I got the first coat of chalk paint on, I came inside and I knew I was going to make a big pot of spaghetti before church. So I wanted to clean up the tostado mess. That way I wasn't cooking on top of another mess. So the kids were outside, but they came in while I cleaned up because I don't let them play outside when I'm not like able to keep an eye on them. So they came inside and that's what I'm doing, just cleaning up.
Bye, no.
Bye, Violet.
Bye, you guys. Bye, Colin.
There won't be no fun.
I make my spaghetti sauce out of a can or a jar, and I add cream of mushroom. Angel hair pasta is my favorite, and then I just, doctor it up with like a little bit of nutmeg, garlic salt, onion salt, Italian seasoning, a pinch of sugar to cut the acid out. I know a lot of people think that's gross, but I think it cuts the acid out of the spaghetti sauce. So however you make it, I'm sure it's good, and that's fine. So when my noodles are cooked, I add a little bit of butter, maybe like 2 or 3 tablespoons. Then I add a pinch of lemon pepper on top. I sprinkle it on top, and I think it makes it so, I don't know, it just kind of gives it like a little bit of spice to the noodles. And then I'm just making my sauce. So Violet is telling me she does not like that in her spaghetti sauce, and yet she eats it all the time like that. So aren't kids funny? I have a surprise for you.
A new car?
Yeah, what was that?
I'm getting a new car.
That's what I'm talking about. I was actually going to ask for that, but I knew I didn't want to offend you and make you mad, so I didn't say nothing.
It was my idea.
I was literally thinking that earlier today. I was like, I wish once she would make noodles separate from the sauce.
Yeah, he likes separate noodles and sauce, and I always put
That's
it
how
together.
the spaghetti is supposed to be.
I know. And that's how I made it last time. But
Thank you.
Anyway, so yeah, he likes sauce and noodles separate, so I just made it like this really quick for him. But anyways, we have to hurry up and get off here and get ready for church. So we got home from church, and I made myself a cup of Earl Grey tea, and I am reading the Bible through in 6 months with some of my girlfriends, and one of my favorite chapters is Psalms 121, 1 through 8. And verse 5 says, "The Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul."